There he gets the outside edge. There he gets the boundary. And there he puts an exclamation mark on one of the great summers in Australian cricket.
Ricky Ponting, what more can you say about Marnus Labuschagne?
Seems like I'm talking about him nearly every day. It's been that way through the summer. I mean, that's just another sensational innings. It's at his 400 now out of 4.5 tests. He's still got potentially another innings to go. He's broken records along the way. Broke a 67-year-old record of Neil Harvey's today for the most runs in a 5-test series, I think, or 5-test summer, I should say. So he's just hungry. He's making the most of his opportunities. He's not making mistakes. He's enjoying every moment of it. So congratulations to him. Well done. And at the moment, there's a bit like Smithy was a couple of years ago. I don't think teams really know where to bowl to him yet. And as the cause of that, he's just scoring runs freely on both sides of the wicket. They haven't been able to tie him down. So it's been brilliant to watch.
What can he work on to get even better?
He's a bit loose driving outside off stump. Full and wide outside off stump is the area that I think you might see more teams bowl to him going forward. He's so strong when you get straight, and the way he sort of picks the bat up and the way he sets up, he's setting up to try and hit the ball down the ground and through the leg side. So I think you'll see some teams, once he gets through the first 10 or 20 balls, when they'll probably try and attack the top of off stump, they might just throw the ball a little bit wider with a heavier offside field and make him get most of his runs on the offside rather than the onside, which he's so good at doing.
What do you want to see from him to make sure he stays at this level?
Oh, look, no, I know what he's like. He's a hard worker, and he's a good thinker about the game. So, and having being as close to Steve Smith as he is, they'll be talking about all sorts of things about trying to stay a step ahead of the opposition. And so he's just someone that's keen and wants to learn. He wants to learn from anybody and everybody and pick up things along the way that's potentially going to make him a better player. So he knows what to do. I don't think anyone really has to tell him exactly. He's got a pretty good and simple method worked out at the moment that's working well. And if he sticks to his basics and keeps paying attention to the little things, I think he'll be okay.
You mentioned his relationship with Steve Smith. He's now got a higher test average than Steve Smith. Do you think that might urge Steve a little bit on to try and get that record back?
He probably will. No, I mean, there is always competition around teams, and Steve. It's been all about Steve Smith for so long. Now there are another couple of guys come along, and Labuschagne and even Pat Cummins is probably seeing who's got the mantle as the most important player in the Australian team that hasn't been there for quite a while. So yeah, it might spur Stephen on. I'm sure it will. But look, Marnus he's off to a terrific start in his career, but let's just wait a little while before we start making comparisons between anyone. Obviously played 14 tests and Smithy's played 73, and I've said all along that the sign of a great player is being able to maintain really high standards for a long time, not just a summer or 2 or 3 years. It's being able to do it for 10 or 12 years if you can, and Marnus has started brilliantly, and hopefully he can do it in that number 3 position for a long time.